Okay, so we got you Deepa's version. Her charges against her brother: first, that he called her at Poise Garden on a false pretext; second, that he conspired with Sasikala against Jayalalitha; and third is that Deepak wants a share in the property. Now let's get you the other big voice, and it's an India Today exclusive of Deepak Jaykumar, brother of Deepa, nephew of Jayalalitha. What's his defense? My colleague Priyamvada has spoken to him. Here's the big India Today exclusive.
Yeah, she said that you conspired to kill your aunt Jayalalitha.
I did hear that. And I'll open a press meet on that. And let me talk on a press meet.
No, but what do you have to say about this? What do you want to reply to her when she's made such a big allegation?
Nothing. If she thinks I killed my aunt, then she's the biggest fool on the earth.
And she says that you have allegiance with Shashikala and her family members.
I'm sorry?
She's saying that you're conspiring along with Shashikala and her family members.
Then why should I take Deepa into Poise Garden?
So what exactly is the truth?
I would have gone alone. And why would I allow Deepa to go inside? And why would I made all this stuff inside?
So what exactly is the truth? What is happening?
You should ask Deepa this question, not me, ma'am.
I'm not conspiring. Deepak Jaykumar giving himself a clean chit. Let me go across to Priyamvada, and also joining us is Pramod, both getting us the biggest exclusive, and Akshaynath also joining us at the moment. Pramod, first coming to you. What exactly happened at Poise Garden? Take us through step by step, because as we heard Deepa Jaykumar saying that she was called by her brother, but did they attempt to enter Poise Garden? After all, it's a property which is out of bounds right now. Also, if there is any attempt that they want to enter this property, why not approach the court? Why have the drama outside there? We'll try and connect with Pramod, but let me take this very question to Akshaynath as well. Akshay, what's happening between the siblings? If there's a fight, why not keep it behind the closed doors? Why come out in the public and split and cry over the split milk, as they call it? Because if it's a property fight, there are legal courts to approach, not to have a drama outside this outside Poise Garden.
Well, Devina, we know that after Sasikala went to Parapna Agrahara jail, nobody has been occupying this place in Poise Garden. Veda Nilayam has been left with unoccupied, and now we also know that the property belongs to the next of kin, because there is no will of Jayalalitha's that has been taken in. So generally the properties of a person deceased will go to the next of kin, and the next of kin here is Deepa Jaykumar and Deepak Jaykumar. So what we've heard today from Deepa is that today early morning around 5:30, Deepak had invited Deepa as well as a person called Raja to the Veda Nilayam residence to do a floral tribute to their aunt, the deceased Jayalalitha. And when they were there, she's told that she wasn't given an entry inside the residence.
But why should
and she was stopped
but why should they be given an entry is also the question here, Akshaya. Because why should they be given an entry? Why this theatre over Jaya's political legacy? Let me get in Pramod, who's back with us. Also, Priyamvada is joining us. Pramod, first coming to you. What is the real story? Deepa's political ambitions are not hidden from everyone. Deepa's husband's political ambitions are not hidden from everyone. It's a time where the Sasikala camp is looking at infighting between loyalties. Is this the reason that this timing was chosen?
Can you hear me?
Yes, Pramod.
Well, the thing is that, like, today morning, Deepa claims that it's also on the video when she says, like, Deepak was the one who called her. The property you see behind this is a house. Though they claim that this would be the legacy of Jayalalitha, this is a 72 crore property, and it seems like Deepak had different ambition, and Deepa earlier said that she is not.
Yes, well, in fact, we are having some trouble connecting with Pramod, but Deepa Jaykumar did at least say earlier, I'm not interested in the property. Today also she said that it is my brother who's called me here. I just came here to pay floral tribute to my aunt. And Priyamvada, this question is to you. If she wants to pay tribute to Jayalalitha, why not go to the memorial? It seems to be the favorite ground of all AIA DMK leaders to pay homage to Jayalalitha. Why create these theatrical scenes outside Poise Garden?
Absolutely. In fact, you nailed it. This is what puzzles everyone. And also, one has to question the kind of connection between Deepa and Deepak. Because for all along, both the sister and brother have been maintaining that they don't see eye to eye, but they are living in the same building. Deepak is living on the first floor and Deepa on the ground floor. If they were not in touch, then today how did Deepak get in touch with Deepa, and why would Deepa listen to Deepak and come to Poise Garden to pay floral tribute when today is not an anniversary or today is not any special occasion to pay floral tribute to J. Lalita's picture at Poise Garden residence? And as you rightly said, they could have as well gone to the memorial. When Deepak exclusively spoke to India Today, he did agree that he invited Deepa Jayakumar to come to Poise Garden residence to ascertain that both of them have rights over the property. But it is still a mystery what happened after both of them landed in Poise Garden residence, because both the brother and the sister have different versions. Sister claims that Deepak conspired with Shashikala to kill Jayalalitha. And Deepak, when he told exclusively to India Today, he claims that nothing of that sort happened. And if he had any conspiracy plan, why would he invite his blood relative Deepa also to come in and stake claim at the Poise Garden residence? Definitely, there is something more beyond what we are seeing now before our eyes.
Absolutely.
The theatrical and theatre that is opening before us. There is definitely something more that's happening for legacy of
be
Vedana.
with me, Priyamvada, because let's get in the DMK also in this. Manu Sundaram is joining us. Thank you so much for speaking to us. Your first response on what we see on display is the claim over Jaya's legacy and the theatrics around it.
Absolutely. Theatrics is the right word, because I would have described it as an absolute theatre of the absurd. Here we have an empty house. Poise Garden, as you know, after the death of Jayalalitha and the subsequent conviction of Shashikala, it's an empty house. There is no one living there or staying there. I have no idea under whose control it is today, because it used to belong to Miss Jayalalitha. Has she left a will bequeathing the Poise Garden property to someone? We do not know. If there is no will, the property must go to the legal heirs. That is the standard law that applies in this country. The blood relatives, we know that for a fact to be Deepak and Deepa. And if that is the case, then why are they not being allowed into an empty house? And who are these people who are stopping them?
But my issue, sir, is here. My issue, sir, is here. Why not fight this battle in legal courts? Legal domain. Why should these people come and try and enter a property? There are guards deployed there. I could see also there were certain men dressed in khaki who've been deployed just for Poise Garden. Why divert these men to ensure that there are two people who are fighting over this property? They have to control sentiments on the ground between these two people. Why not take the legal route if it's about property? Don't you believe that it's not about the property? It's about sending a message about Jaya's true heir at a time where already we are seeing that amongst AIA DMK camp, a lot of splits still happening.
See, these people are all above the law. They are not like you and me, who would go to court or go file a police complaint if some wrong has been done. These people are so mighty that the only way they can fight it out is to actually go and, break the locks on the gate. If Deepa had any basic knowledge about the law of the country, she would have filed a suit a long time ago. It is still not too late. She can still do so now. For reasons best known to her, she has chosen not to go to the court. So maybe there is some weakness or deficiency in her case. Only she can answer that. Now, my question is, yes, Deepa is a non-entity. So I do not want to spend too much time.
Do you believe she's a non-entity? Because she claims that I've been humiliated by my brother. Her political ambitions are known to the people of Tamil Nadu and politicians of Tamil Nadu. Do you believe she still is a non-entity, given the kind of media mileage she's derived just out of a simple appearance outside Poise Garden?
I'm sure if anyone tried to barge into Poise Garden or any residence of any famous or former famous person, there would be enough media coverage. But the reason I say that she's a non-entity is because she's not an MLA, she doesn't have an active party, she's not in the government. Let us see who is in the government. There is a man called Palanisamy who is supposedly the chief minister. He claims to continue to run the government in the name of Shashikala. Now, what we've been told to understand is that Sashikala and her family still has possession of Poise Garden. There is no idea why they continue to have control of Poise Garden, whether there is some authority that is being given. The only way
Fair
that
enough.
they can
Fair
control
enough,
is
Mr.
if there is a
Sundaram.
bill.
Let me get in C. Rajasekharan as well, who's joining us, because I need these answers, Mr. Rajasekharan. Now, why is it that Sasikala and families take claim to Poise Garden? There is no will, of course. And will AIADMK now, after this entire drama that one has seen, decide to go the MGR model way? Because when MGR passed away, his properties were taken and given to the party. So will Poise Garden now be the party property, or will it be a private property?
Davina, your question itself is wrong. See, nobody has claimed or nobody is living inside Poise Garden.
No, but the
Poise
claim has been done, sir. Sasikala and family used to live there before she went to, she was shifted to Bengaluru jail. But sir, here is the point. You've seen the kind of theatrics around Poise Garden earlier. We've seen today Deepa and Deepak fighting over it. She's claimed that it's Sasikala and Deepak conspiring. Now, honestly, why would a state machinery be diverted for Poise Garden private property feud? If it's a property feud, let it be fought in courts. Let Poise Garden be declared as property of the party. Is that what the decision that AIADMK as a unit would take?
See, you are all confusing the whole issue of Poise Garden, and please don't jump the gun, because Poise Garden was not earned out of ADMK party fund. It was not built at the party fund.
I agree there, sir, but is it a time now to declare it a property for the party that Jayalalitha stood for? That is the true legacy that AIADMK should be fighting for, instead of the infighting over who controls the 70 crore property.
See, actually, you are again confusing the whole issue. I want to reiterate here, Poise Garden belongs to J. Jayalalitha, and the legal heirs are the Deepa, Jaykumar and Deepak. Now Deepak is inside Poise Garden. Where is the question of anybody claiming, any outsider claiming Poise Garden?
Okay, Mr. Rajasekharan, fair enough. We leave it there. I have to take a short break at the moment, but this is a story that we are following from the ground. First and exclusive here on India Today. Voices from both the sides.